Yeah, like I couldn't see. Like I hadn't got ready. Like we literally had rolled out of bed basically because we're like at a campsite.
Yeah, like we just woke up off the ground.
Yeah, we were like sleeping
in
in
a
the
tent.
dirt.
Like not glamping, not trailer, like
No.
tent, air mattress.
Air mattress, sleeping bag, campfire.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to On Air, where we ramble into a microphone and call it productivity. Today, we are chatting about our lives, just a little chit-chat about what's been going on. As you know, this podcast is a little bit business advice and a little bit therapy session for us. It's kind of just like the background of running a business, and so we like to share that part too.
Yeah, so we're just going to do a little chit chat.
Not always just like, don't do this, you should do this, be scared of this.
We're like, be so scared, but also be so purpose driven.
You can do it. Both at the same time.
Yeah. So,
Catching up. What's been going on? What's new?
well, I think we should tell the listener about our camping trip.
Oh, yeah, because here's a good idea. Work with someone every day and then also go camping with them. Just kidding. It actually was fine.
I was going to say, you act like you're sick of me, which
Not
I guess
at
is
all.
fine. Yeah, we're like, oh my gosh, you know what? We haven't talked enough. Let's go spend 3 nights in the wilderness with no cell phone reception.
Yeah. No, it actually is really fun. Luckily, we do get along really well, so it was great. It's actually so fun.
Yeah, so we went with, there are 6 of us.
Yeah.
And we took the Friday off.
Yes.
Which,
Oh, yeah.
when you're a business owner, I mean, you never truly take time off.
Yeah. But you can also take any time off.
Yeah, so you
At the
can
same
take
time.
time off. So we were like, yeah, no problem. And then we had a few deadlines on the Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so we actually drove up Thursday night.
Yeah.
And then
Set all the stuff up. It's like it's not like in the wilderness. It's like a campground.
Yeah, it's like a provincial park.
But usually I guess they have like cell service, Wi-Fi, not
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, cell service,
Yeah.
because it's like in a town on a lake.
Yeah.
But I guess something was going on with TELUS or like
I think it was TELUS.
something like that, their provider in that area, and like there was no cell service at all.
Yeah, you could only make phone calls. You couldn't connect to the internet or send any texts.
Yeah, it was really weird.
So we woke up, but it was kind of intermittent. Like every now and then something would come through.
Yeah. And it was kind of nice actually as the weekend went on, because you like don't look at, like I was looking at no screens, and it was weird because when's the last time you didn't look at a screen for like multiple days in a row?
Yeah, it was actually quite nice.
Very
Except
relaxing.
for Friday morning.
Right.
So Friday morning, we're like, oh, we just need to press publish on this one thing on Friday because
Yeah, well, it's part of our like our community. Our one community is we drop new content every Friday, which is great. And most things you can schedule. Most things you can put it in, schedule it, have it come out when you want. But there's like, for some reason, you can't schedule the publish of like a video.
yeah, which is so annoying.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I don't know, because I was looking for it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, just in case this is a problem, can I schedule it? Couldn't do it. I guess I could have just posted it the night before.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Hindsight's 2020.
Whoops.
So then that morning, we're like, hey, we can't forget that we have to do this, because usually we post it at like 9 a.m. Or the other post goes out being like, new content at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So we're just sitting around a campfire, and Ariana has her laptop out. She's trying to like connect her phone to her hotspot so she could.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I was trying to.
Or connect your laptop to your phone, obviously.
Yeah, I was trying to hotspot to my laptop to press this literal like one button. And I'm like, it's fine. I'm like trying to refresh. Nothing is working. And so I'm like, maybe I should just go drive around to see if I can find like cell service. And at this point, we didn't know that it was like a TELUS tower issue.
Right. Yeah. We were just like, oh, maybe our campsite is just like weirdly in a like dead zone or something. So because the people we were with had been there before, and they're like, oh, last year we had cell service the whole time. That's so weird.
Yeah. So then we're like, Thank God you were like, I'll come with you.
Well, you were
because
just like,
I don't
I'll
know.
go, and you're like holding your laptop, holding your keys in your car. I'm like, are you gonna just? What are you gonna? You're just gonna like drive around and be looking. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're gonna die.
That might be illegal. So I never considered that ever. I would never.
Yeah, of course not.
Also, I didn't.
I was like, maybe I'll
Which is
just come
fine.
with you, and I can just try your computer while you're
Yeah.
driving.
So
your
we're like
car.
driving around the campground. I'm trying to drive as slow as possible. Sarah's like trying to refresh. She's like, because we had like full bars of service, but for some reason, like
it just didn't work.
it just didn't work.
It said full bars,
Yeah.
which was the most confusing part. Like or said like 2 or 3 bars at the very least. And you're like, okay, this should be working. I don't understand.
Yeah. So we're like driving somewhere, parking for a little bit, and like the clock is running out. I think at this point it was like 8:45. I mean, maybe we left it a little bit last minute.
Well, I think you started trying to do it at like 8.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay, maybe it's working. I don't know. And then it like kind of started drizzling a little bit that morning. And so we're around the campfire and you're like shielding your.
I like opened up the trunk to like sit, like the trunk of my car to like sit in the trunk so that there was something overhead so that I could try refreshing this thing and not get my laptop wet. But anyways,
so I think we probably like woken up around 8, to be honest. And then we like figured out how to make coffee. Yeah. And then we did like some other, and then we're like, okay, we got to post this. Cause I remember I set an alarm for like 8. Well, we literally thought it would take 1 millisecond.
It should take one. Like it's
does.
literally one button, publish.
Yeah, and it just goes, and it's already like uploaded.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to upload it.
No,
it's just like making it available to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't like it. If you had service, it would have taken 1 second.
Yeah. So I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah. So like, I like set an alarm for 8:45 just to be like, okay, just don't forget to hit publish. But other than that,
yeah. Yeah. So then we're driving around, and then we're like, you know what? We're not getting service anywhere, and we now have 10 minutes before this like other post is going to go live saying, everybody check out this new content drop.
That won't be there.
And that'll be super awkward. So then we are like driving around town trying to find a coffee shop.
Well, here's the other part. We're in a random place in a random town.
Like
and
a small Canadian town.
Yeah, and we also don't have service. So like you can't get GPS. I'm like, I'm literally useless without my phone. Like I rely on it way too much, I know. But like I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And also I don't know why, but I was just sitting around the campfire like 8 and like making coffee and chilling. And then you had to like walk to like bathrooms. So I hadn't put my contacts in yet. So I was like, not that I'm that blind, but I'm pretty blind. And I was like, I can't see anything. So there's a building that looks like it could be a coffee shop. We knew there were coffee shops around.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, like I couldn't see. Like I hadn't got ready. Like we literally had rolled out of bed basically because we're like at a campsite.
Yeah, like we just woke up off the ground.
Yeah, we were like sleeping in
a tent. Like not glamping, not trailer, like tent, air mattress,
sleeping bag, campfire.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, oh my god, I forgot you couldn't see anything.
Well,
we're like we go out at the campground.
I was like, I should put
50-50, left or right.
Yeah. And I was like, I should put my contacts in, but then I also was like, well, we're literally gonna get in this car for like 5 minutes. I'm not driving. Who cares? I'll just hit publish.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Do you know what's so funny? This just reminded me. When we got back, we realized later that we needed to get ice. And you were like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a big sign that said ice when Ariana and I went and got coffee. And when I went back out, like there's no sign that
there is.
Where?
On the like where you actually like came into the campground and registered. On that little building it said ice.
In town across from the coffee shop.
I don't know. I don't think I meant that way.
And I'm like, where is this sign that she said? But that makes sense, actually.
But then I'm blind.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So we take a 50-50 chance and we turn the one way out of the campground. And then we find this like coffee shop type thing.
Yeah.
But it was actually really cute. It was like in a shipping container. Cute. And there was like a few shipping containers. It was almost like a little compound.
Yeah. I think that was its name. It was like something compound.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember though.
And there was like outdoor seating, a little like beach volleyball court.
Yeah, it was really cute.
Yeah, it was super cute. And then, yeah, we finally got to this coffee shop. We asked them for Wi-Fi, finally connected to the Wi-Fi.
Well, we walk up, we're like, do you guys have Wi-Fi? Yeah. The guy's like, yeah, of course.
We're like, they were like, thank God.
So friendly and
we are
nice.
in the boonies. Like,
yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if they didn't have Wi-Fi.
No, it wouldn't, actually.
It wouldn't surprise me if they only took cash.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those places. It was so cute.
But they were hip with the times. They had Wi-Fi. They took it all. But
anyway, so we finally got Wi-Fi, and I'm pretty sure I clicked publish at 9 a.m. It was like I was connecting to Wi-Fi at like 8:59.
Yeah. So
and I'm like, oh my god.
Okay, but first you're sitting at the. So we're like, okay, and it's raining now.
Yeah.
So we were standing outside. He's like, you can come in, because they had like an outdoor like order area and indoor order area.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, so we go in there. Ariana's like on her computer. I'm like trying to order coffee to be like, we're gonna buy something. Like, I swear. Also, like, we need the Wi-Fi, so like, can you give it to us? And then he like gave us the Wi-Fi password, and we're like, okay. So I like give it to Ariana, and then I'm like ordering coffee, and this guy was like, he's so nice, like so talkative, chit chatty, asking us where we're from, asking where we're like, so nice. And then Ariana's just like, do you know what I'm supposed to connect to, or like what the
because normally it's pretty intuitive which internet like Wi-Fi thing
because people usually change it to the name.
Yeah, usually it's like the name of the establishment, and there was a bunch of options. Yeah. Probably because like there's cottages nearby people's houses, so you're kind of picking up on everything. So I'm like trying certain ones that seem the closest. Nothing is working. And I'm like, do you know what Wi-Fi I should even be clicking on? And he's like, it's TELUS 4773. I'm like, well, that was good to know.
Like, I would have never picked that one.
Out of all of these TELUS ones that are like,
probably
just
like
random
20
numbers.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is good to know.
You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he gives us the coffees like to stay.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because like we had our laptop and we're like, it made it seem like we were staying.
And working.
Yeah, which we weren't. We were like, we literally just need to hit publish.
Yeah.
And we're buying. So then we're like, well, I guess we're staying here to drink this coffee. Meanwhile, everyone back at our campsite was like, we were like, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And we had no service, so we couldn't text them. Like, we couldn't be like, hey, we're actually at a coffee shop. I mean, I don't think they were that worried, but I was like,
but still,
they thought we were going to be gone for like 2 minutes, and we were gone for like at least half an hour. Maybe an hour. I don't know.
Maybe more.
Yeah. But then it was actually just so nice because everyone was so friendly. It really makes you realize like the different vibe of a small town. Maybe just because I thought I grew up in a huge town, but it's definitely not small town vibes.
I feel like I know Kelowna has grown a lot.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a pretty big town.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. But then when you compare it to like big cities, it's like,
yeah, not like a major city, but it's still pretty big. Like, it's not small town.
Yeah, and you're not going to like the one coffee shop and like knowing the people. Like,
yeah,
maybe if you go there enough every single day, but like,
whereas I feel like I am used to that because I grew up in like a really small town.
Yeah.
And so it was just so normal to walk somewhere and know like a bunch of people there. And then be like, oh, how's your mom? How's your grandma? Blah, 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 this and that. Like,
ugh,
yeah.
That seems scary.
Well, it is kind of nice being anonymous now.
Yeah, true.
When you're like walking around. Anyways. But yeah, they were so nice at this coffee shop. The guy was like, oh, I'll come and like sit and chat you guys up. Like, here's some to stay mugs. And then there was another table of girls beside us. And I guess they owned like a restaurant bar type thing down the road. And they're like, we're having our very first karaoke night tonight, and you girls should come. It's gonna be so fun. And we're chatting each other up, and
I haven't even brushed my teeth.
No, me neither. Literally have not brushed my teeth. Wearing, I don't even remember what I was wearing, but I'm sure it wasn't great. I mean, I woke up in a tent.
I was wearing what I woke up in.
Yeah.
Which was like sweatpants and like a huge shirt.
When we first walked up, the guy's like, hey, beautiful mamas. And we're both like looking so homeless.
Yeah, but I think he said that to everyone.
Yeah, he did. But I'm like, oh, Lord. Anyways, he was so nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just well,
the one lady was trying to show it because had just recently been to Kelowna, so she was showing us videos on her phone of like the thing they went to, and I'm like,
oh, I know. You're like, oh, I'm like,
let me see. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm so blind, I literally can't see anything right now.
You're like, oh my gosh, cool. Yeah, wow, I love that place.
I could kind of see it, but I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so blind. Yeah, but it was really cute. Everyone was just so friendly, and then we hit publish, and we're like, wow, we did it.
Yeah.
So technically, we had, I guess, it was just a funny to remember, like, oh yeah, we have as much time off as we want, kind of, but like you're never not kind of thinking about your business. Especially when we do something together or we're like off at the same time, which has actually never happened before.
Yeah. And like if I feel like I could have done some better planning and maybe avoided that entire situation. Also, I
I don't think
was
so.
like writing the description for that content drop in the car on the way up there. Which is fine. I guess that was still my own poor planning. But yeah, it just
Sometimes
goes
you
to
need a
show that,
deadline.
like, just because you're off the clock, you're not always 100% off the clock when you're a business owner. Like, you still, like, if there's a deadline, you still have to meet it.
Exactly. We love a
Even when you're
deadline.
camping in the wilderness with no cell phone reception.
Which is so funny because I just assumed, like, maybe they said there would be. I don't even know. But in my mind, I just assumed there would be.
Yeah, I assumed I would be able to hotspot from my phone, or there would be like somewhere in the campground that there was like decent reception. I know I've been on that lake before and the reception has been spotty,
Mm-hmm.
but we are like right in a town, so I kind of figured
Yeah.
it would be fine.
I mean, it worked out. We were close enough.
Yeah.
We figured it out. We went on a little adventure. It is true though, because I feel like sometimes I'm like, it's like, it's not the same as like, oh, I went to work for like 8 hours and then I left work. Like, I feel like I'm always thinking about work, but then
Mhm.
always not. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's just a weird way to like,
You can't just like leave it at the door.
no, not at all. And I don't really want to have a job that I do that for because I don't like that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Unless it's like just so stressful and then you're just always stressed. But
yeah.
it is, yeah. You're just like always thinking about it or
Yeah.
doing something for it or like kind of sort of doing something for it.
Yeah. And then we normally will, well, normally, what is normally? But we've been trying to post one thing on social media on the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And
At
then
least.
I was like, oh, guess we're not doing that either. Oh, well.
Oh, well, but it was really relaxing, honestly.
Yeah, it was super relaxing. It was super fun.
It was cool to not even be able to look at your phone because it's just so easy to be in that habit of just like checking it, looking at something stupid. You're not even really paying attention. Like, you're not even working necessarily. You're just looking at it.
Yeah. And we were all like very present all weekend.
Yeah. Forced to.
We played some games.
Yep.
We did some boating.
We did go boating. Ariana and I both water skied for the first time. It was pretty fun.
Okay.
It actually was really fun.
I'm still sore. And it's kind of embarrassing because I feel like I water skied for maybe like half a second.
But getting up is hard.
I'm still sore. Like, it's actually insane. I'm not as sore as I was yesterday, but are you sore?
I think maybe my legs are a bit. I don't know.
For me, it's my arms. I have
don't
weak
think
arms
so.
though, so okay.
But also I feel like getting up, like, it's actually way harder to like try getting up. That makes it like that's a lot of effort.
I tried really hard to get
You did get up. Also, I've wakeboarded before, which is very similar. The getting up feeling is the same. I would say.
So I grew up in an area that was like full of lakes. I grew up on, wakeboard boats, other people's wakeboard boats, whatever. But I feel like I was always
You never did it?
the kid that was like kind of shy, and I would always be too intimidated, and so I'd just be like, no, I'll just be the spotter, like whatever.
That's crazy that you never tried.
I know. And like even my best friend is actually, well, not anymore, but like when we were like kids and teenagers, she would teach wakeboarding lessons. My best friend.
You never took one?
No, never took one. Never tried. I also was just like, yeah, anyways, I was just too scared to try. And so it's kind of crazy that I like grew up in that environment and I never tried.
Yeah.
And then,
well, it's sweet that you tried this weekend then. That's crazy.
I know. So
what
this
changed?
weekend, I don't know. Maybe I'm just really comfortable around you guys.
Aw.
Wow, you just made me feel so safe.
That's funny.
I was like, you know what? I think I'm getting better at conquering my fears.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Fear of failure.
Yeah.
I failed a lot of times trying to get up on those skis. So anyways, I'd never actually done the water sports. I've just been like on the boat when people are doing water sports.
That's crazy to me.
I know. It's kind of embarrassing.
Well, no, but like in my mind, I kind of forgot. Not that I forgot, but like I was like, oh, yeah, but you had a boat growing up.
Yeah.
But you couldn't water ski on it.
Couldn't water ski on it, but my friends always had like wake boats and that kind of stuff. Like I grew up in the place where people like go to summer vacation.
you could have been a pro.
They actually have wakeboard, like really big wakeboard competitions, like in my hometown area,
Oh, that's cool.
because it's just like all lakes. And
That's
anyways,
interesting. I didn't really put that together for some reason. I don't know why.
yeah, so I've just always been too scared of failing or like falling or whatever. Like,
Really?
okay, this is actually a complete side note. Well, not really, but I ski, like snow downhill ski.
Yeah.
Not very well, but I do it. And when I was a kid, my mom put me in lessons because I was so stubborn. And
What do you mean stubborn? Like you wouldn't listen to her?
no,
Giving
like
you advice?
I would just like I just like didn't want to go down the hill.
Oh, I see.
And so my mom eventually, she just pushed me down the hill. Just at the top of the hill, like
So how would you
nervous.
get down?
push me down the hill. She's like, "You're going.
Well, how else do you? Yeah, you got to get down, I guess.
You got to get down." But
How old were you? Would you say?
I was pretty young. Like I feel like I started skiing when I was like 5 or 6.
That is so young.
Also, one time this is again a side note. We'll come back to the water skiing.
This whole thing's supposed to be a side note.
Okay, yeah. I was
I'm learning so many things about you.
getting on the chairlift. I want to say I was like 10 at this point, maybe 11. I was getting on the chairlift, and it was my mom, me, some stranger on skis, and then a stranger on a snowboard. Oh no, the snowboarder was beside me. We were getting on the chairlift, and I think he was maybe new. I don't know. But when he sat down, he like sat basically like in behind me, so I didn't have anywhere to sit. And then I like slipped off, and I was literally dangling from the chairlift like the entire way up. Nobody noticed. One of my skis fell off and dropped on the hill.
What do you mean nobody noticed?
They didn't stop the chairlift, or maybe they did notice, and they were like, "Well, there's nothing we can do until you get to the bottom." Like,
Like,
hang
did your
on.
mom notice?
My mom was holding on to me so that I didn't fall off the chairlift. I was literally dangling. I was like, my upper body was holding on to the chairlift, and my lower body
What
was dangling.
Fuck!
And I
Really?
lost a ski. Yeah, I lost a ski.
That guy didn't like grab you and pull you up? Or move the fuck over?
I think they were just hanging on to me at this point. Like, I don't know.
Like
But
you couldn't get on.
I could not get on. So I think the guy was like holding me up too. I don't really remember. I was kind of young. But then we got to the top, and my mom and the other 2 guys on the chairlift are like waving at because there's like a dude in the hut at the top, are like waving. Mind you, this is like a small like ski hill. It's not like a big. So like, who knows what the attendant was doing? He probably wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, because the ones here, everyone's super on the ball.
Yeah. So
Never on drugs.
never high and out to lunch. So they're like waving at the like booth to get them to stop. Didn't stop. So like, how do you get down? Because like when you get off the chairlift, there's like a little mound. How do you get off when you're like facing the wrong way on one ski and you're like 10?
Yeah, you just fall.
So I just like fell down. And then I remember there was a chalet at the top of the hill. So I'm like, I was pretty shaken.
Yeah.
And then somebody had gotten my ski and like gone back up the chairlift and like came to the chalet and looked for me to like give me my other ski.
That's nice. And then you just ski down.
Yeah.
How long was the chairlift ride at that hill? Because like the ones here are like
No.
5 minutes.
This is
Maybe more.
This is an Ontario small town ski hill.
Okay, so like
A few minutes. Yeah. Maybe 5 minutes.
Ones
Probably
here maybe
not
even
even
10 minutes if you're going like to the top.
Oh, actually, yeah, definitely not 5 minutes. It was like a few minutes. Like, they're not big hills, right? So like the chairlift here would take way longer.
Oh my god, that's still terrifying.
But yeah, I was a little bit
like,
stubborn to like try new things.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I tried water sports for the first time this weekend at
That's
30
amazing.
at 30 years old.
See, you can
I
learn new
tried
things.
something new.
If you want to learn bookkeeping, do it.
Yeah. You're never too old to learn something new.
No.
So, yeah, I was nervous though.
Were you? Yeah, it is kind of. I was kind of nervous too, just because you're like, oh, I don't even know if I remember how to do this. Plus,
Yeah.
I'm just always like, is Ogopogo gonna get me? Even though Ogopogo isn't even in that lake.
I know you were scared of the fish.
I'm not like actually scared, but I'm just like, it's just so dark that I'm like, could be anything under there. I just have to push out my mind. There's just a moment where you're sitting there alone and the boat's like coming back around and you're just like, okay, I can't see anything in the water.
That's so funny. I feel like
I just picture this little like head come up.
Yeah, these eyes.
These big eyes.
Yeah, for some reason because I did a lot of swimming in lakes.
Yeah.
So I've never
Yeah, I
been
did too,
bit
but-
by a fish. So
Yeah,
I'm
me either. Nothing.
not too
Ever.
worried. Actually, someone that I know did get bit by a fish one time. Bit his nipple. I'm not kidding.
Or just like ripped it off.
Like bit it to the point that it bled.
Ew.
Anyways, this is again a side note, but
Or that's what he told you.
there was people.
Oh, a
there.
fish bit it.
It was a fish. It's like, what was her name? Yeah, so I was pretty nervous trying water skiing.
I like
And
in my head I thought you had skied like water skied before.
no, I'd never done any water sports. Like I'd never been like pulled behind a boat doing any of the like
Tubing?
wakeboarding. Oh, other than tubing. But
Yeah, okay.
you don't have to like do anything. You're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done tubing. But that's like it takes no skill. You're just literally sitting on a floating tube.
Yeah. But it's still scary
Yeah.
if you have someone's crazy dad pulling you.
Oh yeah, that was me. That was so fun though.
Oh.
Just being whipped in the air.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I can't believe you did that.
So the first 2 times, well, okay, how many times do you think it took me to actually stand? Like 7?
No, I thought it was like 4, 5. I think you stood on your 5th time.
And then immediately fell. Either way, the first 2 times were borderline traumatic because I clearly didn't have the right form.
Well, it's a very foreign thing if you've never done it.
Yeah, so I immediately just like got straight up waterboarded the first 2 times, like water in every crevice.
No.
And if you've ever been waterboarded being pulled behind a boat, like you're like choking up a lot of water. I was like, I can't breathe. So I'm like, let's try again. And then the second time I got waterboarded again. So I'm like, I'm like wheezing.
But you kept going.
I'm like wheezing and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. I didn't say that, but in my head, I'm like, I don't think I should do this. But then I was like, that's so embarrassing if I try and don't get up. So then I was like, what am I doing wrong? I'm obviously doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And that's when I think they were like, you need to bend forward more. Anyways, they gave me a little bit of, I think
Yeah.
they gave me like a little bit of like feedback.
Yeah.
And then the third time I think I started getting up, then maybe I went like forward or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so there's
Something in between.
a possibility I can get up.
Yeah.
And as soon as there was the possibility, I was like, I'm not getting in the boat until I get up.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, on like the 7th, maybe it wasn't 7, felt like 7.
I
finally
actually have no idea, but
stood up for like 3 seconds.
no, you fully stood up.
Yeah, I stood up, but
Yeah.
it's like I wasn't skiing for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I did.
I know, but it's like an adrenaline rush. It's so fun.
Yeah, I was definitely the worst skier on the boat, but I was maybe the most proud.
Also, you'd never done it before. Like
Yeah.
I've had that exact same experience. I remember like being in the lake, it was wakeboarding, but it's
Yeah.
the same thing. You're like that feeling of like waiting for the boat to pull you and like not getting ahead of it or laying
Yeah.
too far back, and you're like you kind of have to be like,
Yeah.
and I fully have like gotten like water just fully overhead and then for like
Yeah.
I've done that a lot before
Yeah.
actually being able to get up. I just did it when I was like 9 instead of like 30. But even still, like we never had a boat, so
Better
it was
late
always
than
like
never.
I would do it like maybe once a summer,
Yeah.
probably not even. But
Sarah got up on her
It's
first
fun.
try,
well, it's because I've done it before.
and she was amazing, and she held on
Well, I
for a
haven't
really
water
long
skied
time.
before, but I've wakeboarded. But yeah, same thing.
And then we did wake surfing too, and you were great at that.
That was fun. Wake
Yeah.
surfing is fun.
Yeah.
I like that. And I wasn't fully doing it, but I had a couple moments where I was like, oh, I'm actually riding the wave instead
Yeah.
of just like holding on. But
Yeah, holding the
it's
rope.
hard. But I feel like it's the kind of thing that you probably could get good at pretty quick, like mediocre
Yeah.
at.
It also wasn't a wakeboard boat. Like it was a ski boat, and then
Oh, right.
we kind of like did they put like weighted water bags in like certain areas and like kind
Yeah.
of like jimmy rigged something so there was like somewhat of a
wait.
surfable wave.
Yeah. Because I guess for water skiing, who knew? You
Don't
Don't
want a huge wake.
want any wake at all. Like the flatter the boat can be the better.
Yeah.
Because it was like a competitive water ski boat.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I never knew that.
Me neither.
Also, the person who we went with sent me his brother's Instagram,
Oh,
and his
really?
brother is a barefoot water skier.
Yeah.
Pardon?
That blows my mind. Barefoot.
Yeah, so apparently we were going like 22 kilometers an hour, like something really slow because
Yeah.
we're like,
I think the boys were going like 30 something.
yeah,
Not
we were
me.
definitely going slower.
Yeah.
But apparently to do it like for a barefoot water skiing tour, you have to go like at least 45,
Yeah.
which is like more than double how fast we were
Like
going.
insane.
It doesn't sound that fast, but when you go and they're like, that was like 20 kilometers
You're
or
like,
miles. I don't
really?
actually know what they were measuring it in, but
Yeah. That's actually shocking. And he was saying that they'll have to like drive around to different like bays in the lake to find like the calmest, glassiest part. Because even if there's like a little bit of a ripple or a wave, you like can't do barefoot. Or maybe it just hurts a lot, or maybe I don't know. But
interesting. Yeah.
that seems really hard.
But I'm like, how are you getting up on your feet? Pardon? I can't
Yeah.
even comprehend how you stand up. But anyways, I didn't
know.
even know people did that. To be honest,
I kind of want to watch it.
yeah, it's crazy all the stuff people do that you don't even know about
Yeah.
that they're into. And you're just like, oh,
Yeah. Barefoot water skiing is like pretty hardcore.
yeah. It was really fun though.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun to just like change the routine, get out of town, no
And have, like,
screens,
An actual
eat so much good
reset
food.
break. Yeah,
And we
did
brought
eat pretty
so
well.
much good food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had good food. We actually unplugged, minus that little fiasco at the coffee shop for a little bit. And
Nothing terrible happened.
nothing bad happened.
Yeah.
Everyone had fun.
Yeah. Oh, I just meant like in the business, but also that.
Nothing terrible happened in the business.
That's so fun. I can't believe you. I feel like I was the opposite growing up, where I was like, well, I can't be like I had more anxiety about being the person to not do it than to do it.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be like, well, I have to try. Like everyone's doing it.
Yeah. I never felt that pressure. I was like, I'm not doing that because I'm going to fail and then it's going to be embarrassing. But at 30 years old, I did it.
That's so amazing.
And it wasn't graceful, but I did it.
But you did it and you knocked something off. It just goes to show you, though, if you want to do something, you can actually do most things. And if you can't do it, take a lesson, because that's what I've learned with biking is I'm just like, oh, you can just pay someone to be like, do it like this. And then you're like, okay. And then it's so much easier.
Yeah. I'm actually a firm believer that
I
every single
love a
person is
lesson.
capable of doing literally anything. Like,
Okay. Well,
no, seriously. Like if you,
within reason.
okay, well, you can't like fly, I guess, by yourself with just your, but like
Okay. Yeah. Within the realms of possibility.
within the realms of like human possibility, I feel like every single person is capable
well,
of
especially
literally anything.
yeah, if you put your mind to it, which is like
Yeah.
the whole, basically deciding you're going to do it is like the whole thing almost.
Yeah, it's just like the amount of effort or like discipline or consistency.
Yeah.
That
maybe-
part varies person to person.
And I think sometimes you get halfway through something or you like get into it more and you're like, oh, I actually didn't realize this is what it was. I don't actually want to do this.
Yeah, but that's different than can and
Yeah,
will.
Exactly. Which is what even I feel like with getting our CPAs, I just felt like people would be like, is it hard? Should I do it? I'm like, anyone could do this.
Mhm.
You just have to be willing to sit inside long enough. Like I truly believe that.
I truly believe anyone can do anything.
Yeah. I'm like, you could be anything you want to be, but you might have to sit inside and you might have to give up other things to do this one thing.
And you might have to try harder than the person beside you, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it.
Yeah. 100%. You can do anything.
Yeah. So I think for water skiing or like water sports, it wasn't that I thought I could like never do it. It was more the fear of like failing in front of other people.
Yeah. That does make sense.
Like,
especially if
it's like I
everyone else
almost
already
wanna-
can do it.
and they're already like really good.
Yeah. And it's like their boat. They're always out there.
And I feel like they were like older
yeah.
a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, no, I don't want to. It's like I didn't want to do something that I knew I wasn't going to be good at like the very first time that I tried, which is like literally everything.
Yeah. And spoiler, you're never good at anything the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is actually like, like even just for like running a business, it's like, not to say don't have, I want to just be like lower your expectations, and not in a way where it's like you don't try or you don't commit, but it's like when you're comparing yourself to a business that's been around for like 10 or 15 years, which I do, like I don't mean to, but like even today I was like, oh, these people have such good emails. And then today I got an email being like celebrating 15 years in business. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll probably have pretty good emails in 15 years too, right? Like
we better.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and it's not to say your stuff is bad, but or like anyways, but it's just really interesting to be like, okay, obviously day one is not going to be the same. And even for us, like day one of organizing our lives with all these like products and things we have, we're like, oh my gosh, this is like so chaotic. And now we're like, oh, it's okay. We like plan the month out every month.
Yeah.
And then we like you just get better as you go, but like you won't be good at the start. And that's actually how you learn the fastest and the best, is just like, you can't read a book on water skiing and be like, okay, I know how to water. Like you actually have to get in the water, get waterboarded, and be like,
you have to
all right, I got to stand up a little more. Or like,
you have to be able to lose air for a little bit of time, choke, think that you're drowning.
Okay.
No, just kidding. I wasn't that
actually
dramatic. I'm a strong swimmer. I didn't think I was drowning. And we had life jackets on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be good the first time you try something, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to fail a bit on the way. Like, that's just so normal.
And that's how you learn to become good.
Yeah.
You can't, yeah.
Yeah.
And the faster you can make mistakes, you actually get better faster. Like,
Yeah.
if you're okay to make mistakes, that's a superpower, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, oh, tried it. Nope. And don't get like disheartened and just be like, yeah, I didn't do it perfectly, but I found out 30 ways it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or 30 ways I don't think look as good.
Well, those are the people who are successful in business because they're not afraid to get back up and try again.
Yeah.
Just
exactly.
Perseverance.
Just get back up, hold the water ski.
Get on those skis, baby.
Put the skis on, get in the water. Pet Ogopogo. That's a very Canadian thing. Or like Okanagan thing.
That's a Lake Okanagan thing.
Oh.
Ogopogo isn't, I think, anywhere else. I think it's like the Loch Ness Monster for this.
It's our Loch Ness Monster, essentially.
Yeah.
And every once in a while in the news, you would hear like, person sees Ogopogo, or person sees huge fish with massive eyes staring at them that are this big. And you're
probably
like,
a sturgeon.
Yeah.
Or Ogopogo.
But the fact that there's sturgeons in there is also scary.
Yeah.
Even though they aren't going to do anything to you.
No, they're so big.
Except
and they're probably near the bottom. Like, Okanagan Lake is so deep.
So deep. Apparently it's one of the deepest lakes.
Is it?
I don't know, actually. I feel
like it's like
I heard that, but
800 feet deep, or like maybe even more, 1,000 feet deep.
I'll look it up.
Anyways, it's super deep.
Anyways, you can do it. If Ariana can water ski, you can probably do almost anything.
That is actually so true. If at 30 years old, I tried water sports for the very first time, and maybe it took me 7
After
times.
having a boat her whole life and living on a lake.
Living on the lake my entire upbringing. And it took me 7 tries to get up and water ski, but on the 7th try, I actually did it. This is just a really good life lesson that you just have to keep trying.
Just keep trying. You can do it.
And it's okay if you get waterboarded the first 2 times.
Yeah. Well, love it. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.